Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Bill Riles, your host for the next few minutes here on our WKRG Facebook page. We appreciate you being with us. Big news today. The Cardinals at the Vatican have elected a pope. We're going to get to that story in just a moment. The 267th pontiff, so a lot of people have been glued to the TV. And, of course, if you were expecting News 5 at noon just a few minutes ago or 30 minutes ago, you would see that we stuck with CBS coverage live from the Vatican on the election of a new pope. We'll get to that and much more straight ahead.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
I'll get you over to our big stories right now. First up, number 5, the House of Representatives passed a bill to codify President Donald Trump's executive order to rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. Republicans narrowly passed the measure 211 to 206, sending it to the Senate for a vote. The bill would direct the chairman of the U.S. Board on Geographic Names to change any reference in a law, map, regulation, document, or other record of the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Number 4, the man responsible for a traffic crash that killed 4 people on the Baldwin Beach Express on Father's Day 2023 pleaded guilty to 4 counts of vehicular manslaughter. He was sentenced this morning in a Baldwin County courtroom. 62-year-old David Colburn from Alberta will spend the next 20 years in prison for the deaths of Christy and Margaret Lowe and Tim and Gina Spiegel. They're all from the Birmingham area. Police say Colburn was driving drunk on the Baldwin Beach Express when he collided with the rear end of the Lowe's vehicle, sending it into oncoming traffic and crashing into the Spiegel's white GMC Yukon. Colburn apologized to relatives of the victims. Number 3, a bill to regulate products containing THC now heads to Alabama Governor Kay Ivey's desk. If the governor signs that measure, the Alabama Alcohol Beverage Control Board would regulate all consumable hemp products. Packaging for items with THC would not be allowed to use cartoon characters that appeal to children. It can't look like popular candy brands. A 10% excise tax would also be enforced. If signed into law, the bill would take effect next year. Number 2, 6 suspects are in custody charged in the recent deadly shooting at Sage Park. McKeel Kimbrough, Rodriguez Holyfield, Adarius Moore, JaQuinton Bradley, and a juvenile suspect are in the Mobile police custody. The 6th suspect, Katarios Parker, was captured by U.S. Marshals in Ohio. 28-year-old Fernica Craig was killed when shots were fired at Sage Park last month. Investigators believe she was an innocent bystander. No word on when Parker could be extradited to Mobile County. And number 1, as we said at the top, there is a new pope. Cardinals elected at the Vatican, the College of Cardinals rather, chosen the 267th head of the Catholic Church. About an hour ago, white smoke came from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel, which means that a new pontiff has been chosen. The decision comes on the second day of the papal conclave. And, of course, now we know the successor to Pope Francis is an American. Robert Dupriest will be Pope Leo the 14th. And, of course, more on that will be coming up throughout the day today. In fact, CBS is still in live coverage from the Vatican at this moment, so you can tune over there, of course, after you get done here on our Facebook page and watch some of the coverage of the Pope as well. And, of course, our question of the day relates to the election of a new Pope, and it is, what qualities would you like the next Pope to have? Feel free to come on over and find our question of the day and comment on that if you like. We love having your comments, and we'll look forward to those. And we'll get you to our poll of the day today. A health topic today. Are you worried about the measles outbreak? Of course, there have been hundreds of cases reported, and many of those were in people that have not been vaccinated against the measles. So we welcome your comments and thoughts on what's going on there on the measles front, on the healthcare vibe. And, of course, it's easy to do if you're already here on our Facebook page. Go ahead and leave a comment on our poll or question of the day. You can also comment on any of the stories that you find here on our Facebook page or at WKRG.com. That's it for now. We've got much more coming up. Our big block of news kicks off this afternoon with the 4 on 5 with Cherish Lombard. That's at 4 o'clock. And, of course, we'll carry you all the way through 7 tonight with the news and the things, and certainly intense coverage of the election of a new pope at the Vatican today. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for News 5 this morning at 4:30. Have a good rest of your Thursday.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.